What is up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing the Deathless Necropolis run for our awakening of Deathless Thanos. And this run, man, has been pretty damn rough on me because Grandmaster's phase 3, man, I could not get this guy wounded for a single time. He was so damn rough, and I took him from like all of his phase 3 without wounding him a single time, so with vision, so that was really bad, man. I just could not play vision at 1%, and I could not play reverse controls either, so man, that was really rough. Other than that, the run was pretty damn good. I will have a whole guide coming up in just a second once I finish off this fight right here and we get to our SP3 and throw it off. Not before getting hit by that SP2 and finish off this Grandmaster really quickly. This was just the last attempt. I used a couple of revives on phase 4 as well. I wish I was better at reverse controls, man. This Grandmaster fight was really rough, and that is the reason I don't have any more parts except this one done in Necropolis. But at least it is over, man, and we can finally claim our Deathless Thanos awakening. That is really good, man. Look at that. He will be awakened right now. Let's take a screenshot of that and let's do it, man. We get 30,000 7-star shards as well, so that is pretty damn good. And now let's head over to the guide. And talking about the guide, man, the first fight starting off with Titania, it is pretty straightforward. Just a regular Titania fight. Just take care of the haymakers and you will be all right. Easy solo with Deathless She-Hulk. And the next fight is this Vision Arcus, and this fight also is pretty damn straightforward with Guillotine. Just keep spamming that SP1. That SP1, what it does is it applies a neutralize as well as it nullifies a buff, so you're going to have a pretty easy time with that. Omega Sentinel, this fight was pretty rough on me, basically because of this third phase. When the defender goes below 40% health, Omega Sentinel becomes armor break immune for 4 seconds whenever either champion blocks an attack. Now usually when I do this path, I usually go with Serpent, and that is who I used when I did my worthy Cults God challenge, and that is the reason why you don't have to take care of the armor break immunity, because Serpent or Odin do not apply armor breaks. But the champions that I used here, they are King Groot and Thanos, and both of them rely on armor breaking the opponent, so that was pretty rough. I ended up using both of these champs and ended up using 2 revives as well. The next fight is an Airwalker, and Airwalker again is a pretty straightforward fight with this team with Guillotine. With Guillotine, all you have to do is spam that SP1, and that is easy game, easy life. You will be fine. Just spam SP1s, and that will be it. And just make sure to knock this guy down before his timer runs out. Whether you do that by a heavy attack, with a relic, with anything, just knock this guy down before his timer runs out and you will be okay. And the next fight is a Captain Britain here. Captain Britain is she can be pretty annoying, but when I did this fight, I don't know if it was bugged or not. I don't know what it was, but she was not reverse controlling me whenever she was. Actually, she was not purifying any of those debuffs. So, when she doesn't purify those debuffs, she does not reverse my controls. So I ended up using Deathless Guillotine for this fight, and Deathless Guillotine was pretty good for this fight because there were no reverse controls. If you have the reverse controls and if you're doing this fight right now, or when the bug is fixed, I don't know if it's fixed right now or not, but if you're doing it when you are getting reverse controls, then I would suggest you just use Deathless Vision for the most part. That would make your life a little bit easier. And the next fight is a Wiccan. Wiccan is a pretty straightforward fight with She-Hulk, just a regular She-Hulk fight. You can spam SP2s, you can spam SP1s, it is up to you. You can reverse his healing a little bit more with that SP1 heal reversal. So if you want to go that route, then that is up to you. And the next fight is a Psycho Man. Psycho Man is Psycho Man can be pretty tough, man. I ended up using again King Groot and Thanos. I mean, at this point, man, I was pretty disappointed in Thanos because he is not really doing much. I expected him to do a lot more. She-Hulk and Guillotine have been pulling the entire team's weight up until this point, and I was thoroughly unimpressed by how Thanos was performing here. Maybe I did not know how to play him that well, but I was really unimpressed by Thanos up until this point. He was the only rank 3 in my team, so I expected a lot more from him. Uh, Maybe I was not good at playing him, so that is another reason. I ended up using two revives here, and what you want to do here is you want to watch out for the prompt that is coming on. If it is the heavy attack, the special attack, or block and attack, you want to fulfill that prompt before the timer runs out. Otherwise, you are going to take a big burst of damage, and you need to keep doing that. Make sure of his unblockable. His specials can go unblockable, and his SP2 is dexable. But I would suggest if you can block that, then block a few beams and dex a few beams. And it can be pretty risky unless you are a really skilled player. Then go ahead and evade all of it. And the next fight is a Guardian, and this Guardian was the first fight where I thought, damn, dude, this Thanos guy is really something, because I soloed this fight with my Deathless Thanos in around 6.5 minutes. So that was a pretty good time, man. Just get to 30 of those, what are they called? Necrotic charges, and throw your heavy attack into a special attack, or just throw your heavy attack, and you will be armor breaking this Guardian and also armor shattering this Guardian. So that will be an easy time. You can go for 2 SP1s and SP2s, or you can just go for 8 Furies with 2 SP1s, and then you can go for the SP3 rotation. And the next fight here is a Valkyrie. Valkyrie, man, she can be really annoying because of the damage she does on your block. So you have to be careful of that. Make sure you don't take too much damage. I ended up using two revives here on Vision as well. Vision is probably your best option for this. Uh, so yeah, make sure to not take too many blocked hits into the face. And it is also pretty difficult to dex her special attacks when she throws them when you're rooted into your face. So yeah, you have to be careful with that and play around with that. There's no way around it, to be honest. Vision is one of the best counters for her. So yeah, I think if you play well, you can do it with one revive, but it took me two revive. I've slipped up a few times, so I slipped up a few times, so that is that. But other than that, she is not that bad if you play well. One revive with Deathless Vision would be enough. And next up, we have a Red Guardian, and Red Guardian, man, again another very easy solo with Deathless She-Hulk. What I would suggest is when he is running out of this of his what is it called? Wait a second, it is called the ablative shield. Every time he is running out of that shield, when he is running out of those charges, make sure you are throwing a special attack so you go stun immune and you are not stunned. So that is one thing to keep in mind. And the next fight is Captain Sam Wilson, and this fight again I soloed with She-Hulk. You can do this fight with King Groot, you can do this fight with Thanos. I use She-Hulk. Just go for the SP3s, don't bother with SP1, SP2. You are going to get auto blocked, so just go for the SP3s and you are going to have a pretty easy time. His special one is really easy to evade, so even when you're rooted you can evade that, so that is not a big deal. And that is what makes this fight so much easier for Deathless She-Hulk, because with all of the traumas, he is going to be throwing that special one very often. and you can just go for the SP3s or not use any special attacks at all. That is fine as well. And the next one we have a Dragon Man. Again, really easy Deathless She-Hulk solo. Just play normally, spam SP2s, keep your withers up. Even if the withers fall off, it's not really the end of the world. uh, you can play normally with She-Hulk and he is going to be really fine. And the next one again, Captain America Infinity War. Again, another She-Hulk solo. Really easy fight, really easy specials to dex, so nothing too much to worry about that. He goes turn immune sometimes, so make sure to watch out for that when he is in his skill phase. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind, but other than that, he is pretty damn straightforward, and you should not have a lot of trouble fighting him with She-Hulk. He is an easy solo. And the next fight is a Nova. Now Nova is an annoying defender by himself, so you have to be careful of his auto block, of his power gain, of his special attacks. So just play well, and it is a possible solo with either Guillotine or She-Hulk. Both of these champions can do this. I used both of these champions, and I also used two revives. So yeah, because I messed up a few times. If you play well, it is very possible to get a solo on this guy. So yeah, Nova can be tricky, but I mean honestly, it is not that bad with this team. And this path from Red Guardian till Captain America, it is She-Hulk food, man. All these fights, all these four fights, She-Hulk absolutely runs through these fights, man. Absolutely amazing champion. I'm really impressed by how well She-Hulk does in this, and she is really going to be your MVP along with Guillotine for this path. And next up, we have the final big bad boss, the Grandmaster, and the first two phases, man. I think I used a few revives on those phases, but it was not too bad. Uh, the real issue for me, at least for me, was this phase 3, man. Phase 3 is absolutely insane for me, because from 29% health to 2% health, that is like almost 30% health of 12 million. That's a lot, man. That's almost 3.5 million health, and I took all of this 3.5 million health with Deathless Vision, most of it with Deathless Vision, without wounding this guy for a single time. I did not wound this guy for a single time, and I just kept chipping down, chipping down, chipping down. I don't know, I just could not play with Vision at 1%, and I was not good enough with reverse controls with the other champions. So yeah, that was really the roughest part about this run. I ended up using so many revives, it really hurt my revive stash. I think I used around 6 7 team revives. I used around 15 to 16, I think, single revives. It was really rough, man. And after that, phase 4, I ended up using a couple of revives in this one as well. uh, Maybe because I was so annoyed by the third phase. I think the phase 4 was I mean, it did not need to be that difficult for me, because with Vision you are reverse control immune, but I ended up using a couple revives here as well. So yeah, this whole the last 30% of Grandmaster, man, really messed up this run for me and really inflated the revive count, and I ended up using a lot more revives than what I should have. And if you're good with playing Vision at 1%, if you're comfortable with this fight, if you're good with reverse controls, then it is going to be a really easy. This path is going to be really good for you, and I would really recommend this path because it is really made for this team, man. Like every opponent has a counter. This team has a counter to every opponent. So that is that. And if you want to see a summary of my run, then it will be up on the screen right now. If you want to take a screenshot of that, if you want to look it over, then feel free to screenshot it, feel free to pause the video and look at it. And that will be pretty much it for this guide, man. Now let's head over to the crystal opening. We have, I think it was a couple of 7-star crystals to open, so let's open them and finish off the video. Coming to this crystal opening, man, I am expecting something good after all the struggle that we did in the last two phases of the Grandmaster. I'm expecting something really, really nice, man. And Onslaught would be the absolute best pick from this crystal, and it is going to be. I guess my time was not really on my side when I was doing this, and it really shows because I don't think it was that hard. And here we are going to pull a 7-star version of things. So yeah, man, the last two phases and this crystal opening, it's not really what I want to see, but it is what it is, man. We at least got the Deathless Thanos awakened, so that is something, that is a silver lining out of all of this. So yeah, I mean, really happy about that. And let's head over and take a look at Deathless Thanos as well. The awakened boy, the big boy Thanos, and he is already rank 3, and now he is awakened as well. And we can feed him some 6 stones as well. I think we have 40 Deathless 6 stones. We are going to give all of them. Let's see if he is on the profile. Is he on the profile? Let me just give him the 6 stones first. And he starts with I think it is 7 necrotic energy, because 6.92, I think it takes 7 as a round figure. And let's give all of these 40 to this guy and see what he starts off with now. And he starts off with 12 necrotic energy, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not really game breaking. I think 30 necrotic energy, so that would be really good, man. But starting off with 12, I mean, it's better than starting off with nothing, I guess. And he shows up on the profile as well, top 4 champions. I mean, he does, at least for me. I don't know for others if he shows up or not, because how others see is on based on prestige, and what I see is based on PI. So there is a difference there. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys do your Deathless Necropolis run yet? Let me know all of those things down in the comments section below. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your alliance, share it with your friends, and I'll see you until next time. Peace out.